Hey mamas, I'm so glad you're here because it means you're taking the first step in lowering your risk of C-section and building the confidence to be in control of your delivery no matter what comes your way. In my 20 years as a nurse, after working with thousands of deliveries and coaching women with prenatal yoga, the thing I see holding women back the most from having the delivery of their choice is that they develop imbalances in their core and their pelvic floor muscles that make it much harder for them to deliver. This is also true for women who have spent plenty of time and money on prenatal fitness, yoga, Pilates, or even HIIT training. Unfortunately, the ways in which women have been preparing themselves for delivery may have actually been making things more difficult for them. If you want the best chance of avoiding a C-section, then you have come to the right place. Most women are surprised to learn that for many of us, our pelvic floor muscles are not loose like we assume, but they're actually overworked and too tight, making it harder for the baby to get into a good position for delivery and making it much harder for those muscles to release and let go when it's time for the baby to deliver. There are so many things in our modern culture that are throwing our core and pelvic floor system totally out of whack. The way we sit, stand, breathe, the stress we're under, our beauty routines, sucking in our tummies, wearing shapewear, wearing heels, even our fitness and exercise programs are creating major imbalances in our core and pelvic floor muscles. Many prenatal fitness programs are not designed and run by people with a background in pregnancy or labor and delivery or the pelvic floor. And while they may be doing moves that are in fact safe for pregnancy, a good prenatal birth preparation program needs to do more than just modify moves for pregnancy. It needs to actually create movements specifically designed to prepare mom and baby for delivery. And that's what makes our program so different. I want to share with you what 20 years as a labor and delivery nurse and prenatal yoga instructor has taught me about the best way to prepare the body for delivery. The secret to achieving the delivery of your choice is for the baby to be in the right position at the time of labor and for the pelvic floor and the core muscles to be balanced. Even a few millimeters of space in the pelvis can make a big difference in helping that baby get in the right position. How do we create that space? We balance the core and the pelvic floor muscles. The core muscles, which include your breathing muscles on the top, the hip and pelvic floor muscles on the bottom, and the belly and the back muscles around the side, all have to function together as a unit. And if any one part of that unit is off balance, meaning either too weak or too strong, the whole unit stops functioning properly. And this matters for your pregnancy because a core system that's out of whack can make it harder for the baby to get into that good position and harder for the pelvic floor muscles to release and relax when it's time to deliver. There's a lot of information out there for pregnant women nowadays, from YouTube to podcasts to Instagram to Facebook. Not all of it agrees with each other. Some of it may contradict things you've already heard, and some of it just doesn't make any sense. Many women struggle to find reliable information they can trust about preparing for delivery. And one of the main issues is that if they choose to follow one of these prenatal fitness or birth prep programs, it might not be as effective as it could be if it's not addressing all of these imbalances in the core and pelvic floor that are present before we even become pregnant. We know that for many women, the pelvic floor muscles are already too tight and too overworked. Now imagine throwing a whole bunch of Kegel exercises or prenatal fitness exercises at these already overworked muscles. Many of the prenatal fitness programs, even the yoga that we see out there, isn't designed to bring balance back into these core and pelvic floor muscles. They're overly relying on engaging the pelvic floor and the core muscles for certain movements, and this is stressing out an already stressed out system. I created the Body Balance program so that you don't have to worry about whether you're doing everything that you can to achieve the delivery of your choice. I'm here to take that worry away from you. This program brings together real and scientific information about the pregnant body and how the baby delivers, with thoughtful prenatal yoga classes designed to unravel all those core and pelvic floor muscle imbalances and to bring the correct tone into those muscles. This program also goes further than other programs out there because it addresses some fundamental concepts about things we do in our everyday lives off the yoga mat, like how we sit, stand, or breathe can have a major impact on our pregnancy. During this course, we'll go through several short, easy to understand classes with foundational information about the pregnant body and how the baby delivers. We'll also go through a few classes where I'll show you how to use your breathing and posture to maximize your health and reduce your risk of C-section. You will have access to several full-length yoga classes that are completely designed to bring the core and pelvic floor muscles back into balance. And you'll also have several guided meditations designed to train your body to relax during labor. And lastly, and maybe the most important part of this program, is that you will have 24/7 access to me to answer your questions as you move along the program, and access to our online community of other pregnant and postpartum women for encouragement and support. And for the first time now, Prenatal Yoga Space is adding a live online prenatal yoga class and Q&A coaching session where you can ask your own questions or learn from other people's. We know that birth outcomes and mental health outcomes improve when women have access to the right information and a supportive community. Since we just launched the community aspect of our program, we're now offering it for free with the course. So now is the perfect time to take advantage of this limited time offer. Please come and join me and other mamas in lowering your risk of C-section and building the confidence to feel in control of your delivery.